Hi, this is Paula Ascher at Columbia Gorge Community College. I'm going to talk about 3 best practices for helping students navigate your Moodle course. We want this navigation to be really efficient for students. And the first thing we're going to talk about is display description. So here's an example of a Moodle class that I teach about teaching online. And if I scroll down here, you'll notice that we start getting into a lot of description on the home page. And this is really important stuff about how to succeed and everything. And we tend to, sometimes people put a lot of information on the Moodle homepage because they want students to get it and read it. Unfortunately, that makes navigation kind of hard for students, and they sometimes get lost and don't scroll down far enough to move on to, their required activities. So to help students with that, what you can do is if you turn your editing on, and I'm going to get rid of this description that goes along with this particular link. So I'm going to go into update it. So you'll notice that it says display description on course page. You can click on that. You'll notice that that information is still there, but it's not on the home page, taking up a lot of real estate. Now we're going to look at the second best practice, and that is the use of books. Here's an example of a book. You'll notice that it has a table of contents. You can either scroll through the table of contents or scroll by arrow. And you can add pictures like this one. And so you'll notice that instead of having 5 things on the home page, now we just have 1. And that's a book. So to add a book, you want to turn editing on, and what you do is add an activity or resource, and you'll notice under resources, you can add a book, and it gives you a good description about the uses of a book. The third best practice I want to talk about in this video is actually an activity. It's a lesson. A lesson is a great tool. It can set up a linear set of content pages, or it can also set up a variety of paths and options for students, including little quizzes and ways to make sure that the student is following along with the content that you want them to learn. Now I'm going to show you an example of a lesson. You'll notice, like in the book, there is a table of contents. Also, you can link to other media and materials. One of the nice things about the lesson is that it gives students a progress bar here, and you can see I've already completed 11% of the lesson. Also, it gives you the opportunity to add quiz questions so that you're sure that students are understanding the content. So that's another important tool for good navigation in Moodle classes. If you have any questions about adding a lesson to your course, I refer you to the Moodle docs online. If you have any questions about good navigation and how to do that in your course, please contact me.